All right, it's Saturday, April 26, 2025. I'm here in Chino, California for the Chino Corn Feed Run. It's our third year covering this show. This one draws a lot of amazing vehicles that'll be out cruising as well as parked, so we get a nice variety of shots for you guys. Cars are still rolling in because it's early, because I get everywhere early. Unfortunately, we do have a little bit of rain this morning. It's not raining currently, but we still, all the diehard people are out here bringing their vehicles out for everyone to check out. And we're going to go get started and have a look right now. All right, so the cars are coming in. Tomorrow we're off to Orange for Canberra Speed Shop Good Times Block Party. We're covering that one. Mustang here in a 56. I don't think he knows this is one with the street, or is he trying to park? I don't know. You decide. Next week, that's that crazy weekend where there's like 50 million car shows. I still think I'm going to be able to go out Friday afternoon to Temecula to shoot the cruise for the Temecula Rod Run. Saturday, I will be at Riverside for Show and Go, which is similar to this, where cars parked and cruising at the same time. So you can see a lot of the cars are going to have droplets all over them. So Saturday I'll be out for Riverside Show and Go. That's a huge show and cruise out there. And the next Sunday, Mopar Spring Fling. Possibly I'll do a second show that day. I kind of gave up on getting the satellite ready. Shifted to the Volkswagen, which is ready to pretty much to go to the Culver City Car Show on May 10th with my stepfather. In fact, I already paid for the entry for that one. 69 GT. I'm not sure where they're bringing the cars in. So lots of stuff. Also, my ex-wife booked a trip on Memorial Day weekend without telling me, and my daughter will be with me for Santa Maria Cruising Nationals. Surprise. So, all you guys always say you want to see my daughter in a video. Well, she'll be with me at Santa Maria. I'll be doing the Friday night cruise. So I got to take her out of a day of school that Friday. So she'll be doing check out this, they have all these great trucks running up and down the street. In fact, they always have a display of big rigs as well at this one. So I do the Friday night cruise at Santa Maria as well as the Saturday car show. And I told her, I said, hey, they got a lot of great like rockabilly bands and stuff. So she's kind of happy about that. She's also happy about taking a day off from school to drive up 101. And this show also gets tractors, such as this John Deere. And usually they have the farm implements, the hit and miss motors as well. So I don't know what streets are filled in or not. Like I said, with the rain, they probably lost some of the entrance. I believe this show you do have to get an entry in early. I did have my Pacer out here 2 years ago. They actually said, hey, if we send you an entry, will you cover it? And I said, sure. I don't know where they're bringing them in right now. I noticed the back parking lot where I was parked with the Pacer a couple of years ago, they have no cars over there. It's still early yet. Maybe when the sun, hopefully we get a little bit of sun later on, that'd be nice. Comes out, we'll get some more vehicles. Mustang GT Fastback. So the Volkswagen, past week, new carburetor, new master cylinder, bled the system down. It seems to be, the brake pedal seems to be in a very nice place. Like I said, my stepfather, he's real excited. We're going to take that down to the Culver City show, because it's only about 10 or 15 minutes from his place where the car is actually stored at, in the garage. I did not get to the satellite with everything else going on in life. So, and I always mention with these giant shows, I cannot get every vehicle. I'm going to miss something. There's just that many vehicles, and later on they'll all be up, down, cruising down the street. Check the tentative list, will be in the comment section shortly after the video post. Let you know when I'm planning on hitting. I'm always adding to it when I find stuff, when dates are announced. Gives you a good general idea. Next week I'll probably do a video. There's the California State Senate Appropriations Committee meeting on Senate Bill 712 is actually on Monday. So we'll see what happens there, and maybe I'll do a little video on that. So all these cars will be cruising later on.
Danny told yourself, I want burger.
She wants what?
Burger.
Burger?
Burger.
Speaking of Beetles, we got a few right here. We gotta wash the bug too, so I gotta figure out when we're gonna do that. It definitely needs to be clean. It's actually a really nice car. It's never been on the channel. So what we have is a 65. This one's a 63. Ours is gray, so. And if you missed yesterday's video, we did a 2 days ago. There was a Bureau of Automotive Repair advisory meeting. They went over the numbers and came pretty much to the same conclusion I did, that it's kind of financially irresponsible to keep doing testing on pre-96 vehicles. So that video is up on the channel right now. We got more people getting in on the square body Suburban party. I love mine. These are fantastic vehicles. You can haul a lot of stuff with them. We've got the barn door. Yes, we were starting to get drizzle again. Third square body Suburban, why not? Also, the Grand Marquis is sold and out of my drive, placed with a lower mileage Crown Victoria. I believe we are far away enough from the music over here. I like to get my longer shots in early in the video. And it's easier usually to avoid music. I hope this has a clear coat over that bare metal, because now it's coming down a little bit. It's probably going to appear on the lens here in a minute. The things I do to bring you guys these videos. A Chevy with a chop. This kind of stuff you'll see in the Santa Maria video. Memorial Day weekend. What else we have coming up? The day after Culver City, we got Long Beach swap. I have to look at the list, see exactly what's coming up later in the month. Going into June, I know we got LA Roadsters. We got Pomona swap meet in June. That's going to be fun because I have a concert the night before Pomona, so that should be interesting. So lots of great stuff. I'm going to go see if I can figure out where the cars are still rolling in at. Tina at GMC. I know they got asked why I talk about the cars, even the ones everybody knows. You know, a lot of people do watch these videos with their kids and their grandkids, and younger people watch. We don't know all these cars, so yeah, I do tend to mention them. Square body, looks like it was a wrecker of some sort. Dually. It's got stacks. Alright, Ford Street Rod. Everything is rained on this morning. It's got the 90s graphics, tilt column, all that stuff. This was popular in that era. There's a Beetle. Tell you what, those master cylinders are fun to bleed because the reservoir is separate from the main. It's the first time I've done a master on a Beetle. I can honestly say. I mean, I got it, but done. But you know, 67 Camaro. And it's a 65, so it's a single master. think the hardest thing was like lining up. There's like the three lines that go from it. And the new master had a different way of the reservoir hooking up to it, which I figured out. So 68 Pontiac Firebird. All right, so I'm going to just try to avoid the area around the sound system probably till the end, because by then there'll be open headers and stuff to drown that stuff out. Camaro, two-door Blazer / Tahoe, depending on what year it is. It is slammed, sitting on the ground. 56. So next will be after the Beetle now. Will be the Plymouth finally. I have to get to it. Another Beetle. This one's a split. And hopefully we'll have some, like I said, after the appropriations meeting, if that goes well, we're going to do a big push for, because then it will go to the full Senate, Senate Bill 712, Illinois law. People keep asking me, they think it already passed. It has not. It just passed the Transportation Committee at this point. So, so once I get the word, and so I know the Senator Grove really wants to do a big push for the full Senate. Of course, Jay Leno will be involved. But now that we have basically a video of Bureau Automobile Repair discussing, like, basically, hey, it's not worth really doing testing on the older vehicles anymore, that definitely helps our case. I did put a link to the full meeting in that video. It's worth a watch, starting at like about 44 minutes and 30 seconds is where the part relates to our situation with the Senate bill.
Yeah, there you go.
So 61. You can always join Californians for Classic Car Smog Exemptions Facebook group. We discuss everything, and people still ask the same questions, even though we've discussed them 100 times, about whether it's passed completely or not. It's a good group to join, and we kind of give updates on what's going on with the legislation. Buick G-Body Regal, the kinds of vehicles that will be exempted under Limos law. I'm going to keep driving that one home. Not this one, but, driving the point home is what I meant to say. I have a Crown Victoria I drove down. All right, I just looked at the list. Okay, May 17th, I have mentioned this before, I cannot film a video that day. Went to the Cruel World All Day Festival concert at the Rose Bowl. The Calrods guys are doing Run with a Winner at Santa Anita Racetrack. Should be a good show. If I wasn't doing the concert, I'd be there filming it, so I'm plugging it for those guys. 18th, we got Benedict Castle Concours, which they're hooking me up with a press pass for that. Thanks to those guys. The 31st, so after the weekend after Memorial Day, which we already talked about Memorial Day, I may try to hit something on Sunday on Memorial Day weekend if I find something. I think I did find something, but I can't remember what it is now. On 31st, we have the LAPD Still Saving Lives show at Warner Center Park in Woodland Hills. I'm going to try to get my daughter to go to that, since it is not far from my sister's, and my daughter really loves her aunt, so that works out. In fact, my sister's always like, oh, why don't you film some stuff out there? Also, this, I know they do quite a few shows there, and I just haven't been able to film one there for quite some time, for at least a couple of years. I think the last one I did there was a GM show. It happened a couple of years ago. All right, June 1st, like I said, we're at the Steve McQueen back out here in this area. Steve McQueen Car Show. I got to contact those guys again. They got me in with a press pass last year. That is a fantastic show. They've got that killer barbecue thing where it's a very good value for the money. Great show to take the kids to, especially with all the airplanes and everything else and the military equipment that shows up for that one. El Camino.
Yeah, he does ones.
So we're always looking for other events. If you see a spot on the calendar where there's nothing and you know there's a show, let me know. Nothing terribly far away. Our travel budget was pretty much blown this beginning of this year, especially with Sacramento. There's Trans Am. I always say if it's like Pomona Sunday, obviously I'm filming Pomona. That's just how it is. People always send me shows there on the same day as Pomona for some reason. Yeah, we got the Fillmore bus from Cars, right? Just squint. Looks like it. It's cool. Cool bus.
Yeah, it's expensive though, bro. That one.
Nice Chevy.
$600-700.
Car show season is in full swing. Especially next weekend when there's literally, if you can't find a car show in your area, you didn't look hard enough. Like I said, there's so many. I cannot be everywhere at once, but man, there's a ton of shows next weekend.
Good morning, good morning.
How you doing? So like I said, on Sunday there's like 3 in the San Fernando Valley. I'll try to hit at least 2. All right, now to the show. We got a 56 Chevy. I think that's all the channel announcements. Yes, I'm still planning that trip to Washington State in July with my daughter. In fact, my ex took advantage of it and booked a trip to Hawaii that week. So she's like, I'm leaving to Hawaii if you're taking her somewhere. I'm like, all right, fine. I get to go to Washington State, which is much more fun. There's Roadmaster coming through. 67 Chevelle. We'll get to see if we can find that Roadmaster when he finally finds a spot. That beautiful Buick. I don't even know if we can see if he backs up. 57. I will wander back over there when he parks. So when I go to Washington State at the end of July, we're going to do Good Guys on that Saturday. I can't remember what weekend it is. In Puyallup there at the fairgrounds. I actually used to be in the Navy up there back in the 90s. So actually I did attend that Good Guys meet back then. Many years ago. 40 Coupe. I'll get to mine after the satellite. Still there. I just saw it yesterday. On the way back on that Sunday, I'm going to try to find a car show, just even if it's a small one, in Oregon, just so I can say I shot a car show in Oregon. Because I have not yet shot a car show in Oregon, so it'd be nice to just, even if it's a small one. I found a couple of them that I wrote down. I already found for that date, but I'm gonna keep looking, see if there's anything larger. I imagine a lot of the Oregon guys will be up at Good Guys in Washington State.
started at 80,000.
Square body short bed. Okay, so far I've shot California, Nevada, Arizona are the 3 states I've shot shows in. So, oh, there's one at every car show. Now there's 2, and they're hiding out in the bed. There you go. 90s car show throwback. The crybaby doll. The timeout doll, whatever you want to call it. Got a Ford street rod. Now we got a little bit of rain. I think it's clear now. I think we're good. If that's all the rain we're getting today, I will be very, very pleased. That's way less than what the weather guessers on the TV said we were going to get.
Sorry, Dean.
Yeah, 56. I'm trying to think of anything else popped up on my car show list. I don't think I've added anything in the last week. Rockabilly Raven. That's how I sold my daughter on going to Santa Maria. I go, hey, there's a bunch of rockabilly bands. Little sedan delivery. This guy's got the light up sign there in the rear deck behind the seat. Way pickup. Some sort of Windsor V8. I almost bought another car the other day. And I'm glad I didn't, because so really, if I did, I would be pushing other projects back. I said I'm gonna hold off. It was actually a smoking deal. I'm not even gonna say what it was. I probably said, yeah, I better just like work on what I got for now. So guys, I get the shots and I'm moving. Okay. The Nomad. All right. Yeah, I'm a little shy as a guy playing music. 57 Nomad. And now the cruisers are coming out. C10 pickup. Yes, I did the C10s at the ranch show. I guess it was about a month ago, I'd say. It was a while ago, that's all I know. 57 Roadmaster.
Hey, will you come down to Central? Yeah, check it out.
Jeep. Here's one that's for sale. Remember, the swap meet rules apply when we see a for sale sign. A 55 flatbed. 18,000 on that one. There you go. He's been up on, huh? All right, we got that. There'll be a lot more cruising a little later on. Chevy. Everybody's wiping their cars down now. It's always nice when you get a good turnout, even with the rain. It just shows the dedication.
Yeah, last year we were here.
I filmed something else a few years. I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm going to rack my brain till I remember what it was. There was something else I filmed in the rain, and it was a great turnout. It was one of those shows that everybody looked forward to, and I can't quite recall what it was now. Maybe I'll think of it by the end of the video. And I have filmed Pomona in the rain as well. Beautiful cars out here. I think I've told the story of the Beetle before. My stepfather and I got it together. Unfortunately, he had a stroke. He can't drive it anymore, so he's never actually even driven the car. I'm the one that's driven it. So I thought it'd be nice to we'll get it going again, and we'll take it to a show, Culver City. So it'll be sort of like the maiden car show voyage for that one. And it was restored 15 years before we got it, and the guy put a couple hundred miles on it and parked it, and so it sat. So I need everything you would do on a car when it sat that long. But it's a very nice condition. I think he just didn't drive it. I think there was something wrong with that carburetor when he had it. So I think that might be why it was parked. Oh, it's for sale, 51 Chev, no price on it.
How do I get there? Wood right there and left. You have to draw a whole map on the phone.
Yeah, 60 Cadillac.
I don't know. It's kind of cold outside.
Actually, recently, now I think of another one, Huntington Beach, Hot Rods and Helos, it was sprinkling that morning. And people kept having to wipe down their cars. And finally the rain let up. Everybody's turning on their sound systems. Now let's do a walk through here. I'll probably come back to this area after the open headers start. '72 Ranchero. I didn't see too many Mustangs yet this morning, but yeah, I got a 65 Malibu. El Camino. Once again, the years that will be exempted. Hopefully we get something going this time, because man, things are starting to look a little bit more in our favor than it has been in the past. Let's be honest with ourselves, especially with Jay Leno's involved. 62, man, I keep talking to everybody. I need to film. I've talked to so many people. 62 Impala. That's 61. If it stays sunny, they'll get the 69 Impala out later. Yeah, we got tractors. probably get some good shots of those later pulling through. '63 wagon. I feel it's covering up the dent. I didn't make it to that Felix show a few weeks ago. I just said everything going on lately. Oh my. He's got a shirt. I got a shirt from a prior year show down here. The one year I had my Pacer in the show. I don't bother everybody wiping down their cars. I think everyone's consensus is the rain is over. 65 Impala.
Takes all the videos.
See, it's a lot of patina here. I don't know if I should just take a chance with the music. It's some of the cruisers are coming out. Our 70 Chevelle cowl induction hood with the flapper. 396. A 66 Chevelle with 454. Yeah, I guess some of ours cars parked over in this little parking lot off to the side. It's Smog 1. Usually this whole little park here is like full of cars. Of course, it's probably a little muddy right now. Chevy convertible. I think more people are going to get up a little later and then realize that they have an entry, maybe they can still get down. 3 sedan delivery. At some point I do want to get over, get the big rigs and the hit and miss motors before I forget as well. 69 Camaro. Ford sedan 48. Got the surfboard. A 72 Torino, the Gran Torino. I remember the movie with Clint Eastwood. Of course, that was like the fastback. So normally they have a bunch of, I think they have like military vehicles up in this patch behind this Buick. I imagine that area's a little muddy this morning. So I have to see where they relocated them to, if they're here at all. Alright, so I've not been able to get to a lot of the comments on yesterday's video yet, as I went to Bob's last night and just wanted to hang out with friends, which I did at the cruise night over in Burbank. And of course this morning I got up to come straight here. So if you're one of the people, I will try to get to some of those comments this afternoon after this video is up. Then I'll have more comments from this video. That's how it works. A lot of it is like, oh, I put a lot of miles on my old car, but that was years ago. This thing is starting. guy's local. Chino 54.
They don't want to do anything with it.
I got a lot of comments on my Pasadena plate on my Mustang.
Donna wants to get rid of it.
Especially in Pasadena. Like, how the heck did you get that? 53 Chev.
I wanted to do like a roadster chassis. Put it down.
Stay away from that golf cart. Nice Chevys out here today. 78 Vet.
You're gonna hang.
I think we're far enough from the music, it's muffled enough. Playing Hollies, I can make out what the song is. I used to say if I can make out what the song is, I'm too close, but I found out that's not a true 100% of the time. If you're wondering, I don't know if I'm gonna ever bring back the record channel. That was just taking up way too much of my time. Plus I have way too many records in my house now. I should have a sale. Dodge swept line pickup with a slant. I was running some of the Cal Rods guys. There's handing out flyers for that show on May 17th that I can't go to, so. It's Santa Anita. They know I've filmed their shows in the past, and it's just one I cannot get to this year. I only have a couple more years before my daughter is an adult, so I need to concentrate on spending some time with her. We are doing that nice trip this summer. Volkswagen square back. Chevy. Here. This guy's looking for a contact lens. I'm not going to bother those guys. I think they're working on something. Wiring or something like that. Got a thing. K5. Got a K5. It rolled on in. That VW thing. So I'll be VWing in a couple weeks down to Culver City. Yes, I have owned other Beetles in the past. So.
Sandra Bullock's.
This was Sandra Bullock's, yeah?
Speed, yeah, it's Speed 2.
Oh, it's Speed 2. Okay. I got a bit of a street rod over here. Looks like it's unfinished. Do this, we should be able to get on the side streets usually where they have all the big rigs. Those are fun to shoot, try to get the whole thing in the frame. Yeah, we are expected to get rain in 24 minutes. So, gonna keep an eye on that. I think after that we're done. If the rain's like it was earlier, that's fine, I can continue filming. Mopar, we got Mopar Spring Fling next Sunday at Woodley Park in Van Nuys. International pickup. Very well patinaed. So one guy just asked me, do you think the turnout's less than last year? I said yes, because it's raining. It's the only reason why. So usually this whole park on this side is full As we're getting ready to go out and cruise. The Impalas. Waiting for our annual, why are there so many Chevys comments? Very nice patinaed Chevy. Everybody keeps asking about the smog bill. Like I said, it has not passed. It has only passed the Transportation Committee. Some Peabody Mopar goodness. Satellite. I will say these 68s, they make way more parts for these than the 67. Because I have looked. Camaro, Chevelle. '68. I said, if there is a, if and when we get this pass, I promise you, you will know. There will be giant celebrations in the street. Have a ticker tape parade. Something like that. You get the idea. Falcon Ranchero. The one I had briefly that I sold, I don't know, a couple of years ago. Popped up again on Marketplace and it sold once again, so it looked like it was in pretty much the same condition it was when I sold it. Ford Roadster. And we got LA Roadster's Father's Day weekend at Pomona. 2 days of that goodness. Friday I do the swap meet. Saturday we do the car show. I may enter a car. If the Satellite is ready, I'll take that. If not, I'll just drag the Impala out there. Well, it'll do it just fine, I'm sure. And it now has new hood hinges. Actually, the guy who bought the Grand Marquis helped me with the hood hinges on the car. Okay, it's starting to drizzle again. There's that lowrider logo all over the interior. '67 396 car for sale. I don't know if it's on the center console. I don't know if you get 42,000. It's got an 8-track. Can't quite make it out. I don't think it's going to come through in the video. Just get in your car and cruise. They're tarping the engines on their hot rods over there. Jen. Little Molly Roadster. Big all the patina. Last year, I remember having a problem with the bright sun for lighting for thumbnail pictures with the overcast skies. I do not have that issue this year. So one bonus of the weather. 56. We'll say later on in the video there will be like large crowds out here, so it does get harder to film as the day progresses. Air Correct SpongeBob blanket. I can't talk this morning, apparently. That would have been funny if I didn't mess it up. Oops. F-150. This one's really original too. A little tool stowage on the side. Square body. Go over here.
There's Mike again.
How you doing?
Mike, you from Norfolk, Mike?
What?
You come from Norfolk?
Pasadena.
Oh, Pasadena. That's why I know where you are. Where's the other Mike?
It's like if you film car shows, your name has to be Mike. Apparently. I got a square body. I guess we come around this way. Yeah. 53 Chev. Trying to get up on the sidewalk. Finally did it.
Like my dad's car.
Yeah, the cruisers are definitely rolling out now. Whole street gets full. Everybody's got the families out. I'm also trying to get my daughter to come out for May 10th in Culver City as well. Since my sister plans to come out as well for that. It says it's in downtown Culver City, but the address they're sending you to is not in downtown Culver City, so I think you have to go pick up a packet elsewhere and then go to where the show is. Still trying to figure that one out. But like I said, I grew up very, very close to there. In fact, the house where my stepmom. I have a cousin who lives right by there too. I wonder if I should contact her. It is raining now. It's not too bad. The Chino Valley Fire Department. I'll walk through some of the big trucks. I saw a rig on the way out here with two lowriders on the trailer. little cruise route they do here. Nice thing is I don't think the cars are going to be overheating this year with the cooler weather. I'll bring some of the big rigs over here. Wait for some more cars to come through. See over there. I keep shooting the cruisers. I don't really get all the cars that are parked and trucks. Speaking of cruising show, I guess the Cruising for the Cure show is not happening at Costa Mesa this year, I found out. Which, that was always a fun one to film. Times I did it. Oh, it's raining pretty good now. My umbrella is in the car. Let's continue anyway. I'll be soaking wet by the end of this. Let's figure it out. It's one of the smaller big rigs that kind of looks like a 66 Impala. So when you get a turnout like this on a rainy day, that's excellent. I'm going to film a few more. I'll just walk this line here and then we'll go and show you some of the tractors and hit miss engines. These vintage rigs. I'm not well versed on the large trucks. And there's a swan ornament. There we got a military rig. Tried putting my hood up and that didn't work. Feels like it's tapering off a hair. The ring, that is. I thought the ring was going away, but it did not. Little shammers. I used to have cable. I used to flip around the channels, and they had that classic tractor show. It goes on like the RFD channel or something. And I'd sit there and watch it. I don't know why. It's just because it was mechanical stuff. You know, the International Harvester, McCormick Farmall. I'll just be drenched by the end of this video. That's fine. Actually, I think the big sound system's turned off with the music off, so it's my opportunity to not only get drenched, but film vehicles without music, hopefully. Big John Deere. That's the only hit miss motor that's working right now. 7 horsepower. Let's see the economy model. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. There it is. Yeah, I should have got my umbrella. I don't know. I've ridden scooters out in the rain before. Mind you, I was a little bit younger then, but I got the Willys wagon. Yeah, I may try to take cover under a tree or something here in a minute. Need a balance of, what does every car show need? That's right, more Cougars. 67. This one's a 68. He took the side markers off. Left the front ones on. Yeah, I think it's about almost. I can't even open my phone to see when the rain's supposed to clear. So I pull it out, my hands are wet and the screen's wet. Now we'll figure it out. All right, the rain tapered off a bit. It says rain for the next hour, and it also says the satellite looks horrible. So it's like it's really bad. So I'm gonna film in between the bad stuff. Try to stay as dry as possible for you guys. If anyone complains about my video, I'll be like, I went out and got really drenched filming this one. It's not like water ride at Disneyland bad, but it's approaching that. It's a Camaro. Get you around the back. Porsche 914. Okay, we'll just do like a walkthrough style. There's also a great library to duck into over there because like 2 years ago I edited the video. Look at this swinger. That is a sweet Mopar. 1971 swinging retro dart. Try to get the stripe with the flames in it. Oh, Sport Fury convertible. It's got the Commando V8. Big block. 62 CAD. They're doing raffle now, so we can get a longer clip. F100 here.
I couldn't figure out what all I had.
Come around this side.
They're all new. Do you have bucket seats or have
I think right now I've got the F100 Western Nationals at the end of June penciled in. I may switch it to Carpinteria depending on what the weather is that weekend if it's really hot. There, I'll do some more. I really shouldn't be talking about shows where it's going to be really hot and be like this, but in July we have the Fillmore show again, Sesame Creek show. What else?
Because Bill wants to give you a hug.
A few other ones scheduled in that month. I know we got Glendale Cruise Night. That's usually right around my birthday. Nice Pontiac here. Second half of the year I've not filled in so much as I don't have dates yet. In fact, I need to keep checking that. We did it end of September. Grand National Truck Show is back. I may do 2 days there. I don't know yet. We'll see. Got a Nova. It definitely has tapered off. I don't know if we're going to get another downpour in the near future. Said the radar map on the phone did not look promising. Yeah, 66 Super Sport Chevelle. F100. So usually they're all parked up on the grass here too, but obviously it's a little muddy this morning. I hear the faint sounds of Steely Dan off in the distance. Sounds like the start of a novel. Like, I hear the faint sounds of Steely Dan off in the distance. There we go. I think we're far enough from there. We're okay. T-Ned C20 pickup. He's got the hooks for the tarps. '56 Chevy. The second gen Econo 100 Shorty. Should have kept mine, but I'll say that about a lot of vehicles I've owned. C10. You got an LS. Now they got a song change, so no more faint sound of Steely Dan off in the distance. Now they got Seals and Croft. It's all yacht rock today. '56 F100. Yeah, they're doing an announcement, so you can probably cover some ground. Here, this Harley. It's a 1948 Harley. '64 Galaxy. One's the 500 XL. The buckets. Console. Oh, he's back to music again. I didn't get to go hit any state sales this weekend. I hit one on the way home today. We'll see how the timing plays out. I get this 40 here, and then we're gonna go off and try to find some cruising away from the speakers. It's raining now. This guy wants to be in the video. I think I'm gonna try to get back to my car, get my umbrella. The forecast keeps extending the rain at this point. More cars coming through. I can stand over here. There's a little bit of an awning. Not as much fun as my normal videos, but what are you gonna do? So I may have to actually go back and get the, there he goes.
Behind your daughter.
All right. Our body bourbon. So I made it halfway back to the car and get the umbrella and the rain taper. How you doing? So we're gonna film some of the cruise in action. If it gets worse, I'll do the other half of the way back to the car to get the umbrella. I'll still be soaked, but that's okay. So I was got a minute ago. That's his windshield wipers right there.
Hey, you get around.
I get around.
Old school wiper blade right there, huh?
Camaro coming through. Come down here, we'll start getting some of the cars on the street. It is tapered off to a light rain. Coupe. I gotta get these next two cars because I took a nice thumbnail picture that is right now the front runner for a thumbnail for the video. So we'll do that. Not sure if people are gonna start leaving because of the rain. Cruiser's coming out right now.
Get some sunshine.
He said he's looking for the sunshine. Not today. That's I think like Tuesday. I think we're supposed to be getting something like that. I've had two different people ask me where they get their registration packet for the show. Now I know where it is. It's over at the DJ booth. Second one over there. Yeah, the rain is slow to hair. Oh man. No idea if it's slowing down now.
You don't want to cross over?
I'll make my decision whether to go get my umbrella by the time I get to the end of this block here. See, if I would have carried my umbrella around all morning, it probably wouldn't have rained. See how it works. I'm not going to jump up on the sidewalk like I normally do with the being slick. Oh, and I remember what show it was. It was Radwood a few years ago. Radwood, LA, or Southern California. It was down in Orange County. And it rained. It was very muddy down there. And there was no cell reception where it was, which was kind of fun because kind of weird walking around and nobody's on their phones, kind of like the old days. I still remember that. Everyone mentioned how no one could get cell reception. And it rained like this, like probably worse than this. And they still filled up that place because it was just one of those shows that, you know, it's a once a year thing. 80s and 90s cars. And they drew the crowds. You know, on a rainy day, and the spot where it was at was on grass and it was very muddy. I knew I'd think of it by the end of the video. Someone's testing their wipers today. 67. Bird. I get to take a nice break after this today. Oh man. Chevelle. Rat City Ruckus like 2 weeks ago, or 2 or 3 weeks ago in Vegas, and nobody watched it. I don't know, I always liked that show. I think it might be because like 20 YouTubers showed up to film that one. It's the oddest thing ever. Cars keep cruising. I say I try to keep a nice variety of shows on the channel. Again, I'm not jumping up on the curb with the rain. It'd be hazardous. Need to be able to film tomorrow. Covered up. I forgot to tarp my Impala yesterday. It still has the pinholes in the roof from the vinyl top. So, it'll probably have a little moisture inside, but nothing terrible. 57 Ranchero. Wildcat. Beetle. Even the crowds are sort of coming out in the rain. Ford Galaxy. I'm going to try to get this video to at least an hour and a half. If it stops raining, it'll go longer than that probably. 59 Ford, it's all wrapped up. I promise you, if you come on a normal year to the show, like this whole place is just packed. Fantastic show year after year. So I filmed this one twice in the past. And this little Falcon convertible. Mini. We got too many British cars today, have we? There's a Morris Mini. Okay, I left a drink on this car. 2 of them. Alright, these guys wanted to get in the shot. That's all we got in the. It's dumping rain right now. It just started pouring again.
Well, night hard.
Alright. And all the guys that came out. Oh, we got a hearse. Yeah, it started pouring rain again. Alright, I'm gonna try to shoot a few more minutes of video, but if it doesn't get much better. I shot video before with umbrella. It's not the best, so 64 Chevelle. Try to get in between these cars here. I'll try to get as much of the show as possible for you guys, even if I don't get in between all the cars. What if this guy's the Grey Poupon? Right-hand drive. Nice F100. Well, for everyone who already wiped down their car multiple times. Bought like a poncho there. That might be good to just keep in the car. Actually, I think I have one in the car. I totally didn't think of that. I think I do actually have a rain poncho in the car. That would have been good. Gee, Mike, why didn't you think of that? I don't know. I'll bring you some more of the show. You see how that river in the gutter there? It's coming down. Don't say I never got soaked for you guys filming these shows. Yeah, if I got to do like a quick walkthrough here and avoid the music and bring as much of this as possible. And everyone's like taking shelter. Probably like, who's this crazy guy walking around with a camera on the street? Roll through. Fast where the music is. 68 wagon.
Hey Mike, how you doing?
How you doing? I said, I'm very sorry I have to film this way, but we try. If you like cruising, well, like I said, we got Santa Maria coming up in May. Just doing burnouts in the rain. It's a recipe for going sideways. Now, check out the sweet late model Nissan. There you go. Alright, we'll come on down here. We're away from the musicals. '54. How you doing? Monte Carlo. There we go, 69 Chevy Impala, similar to mine. So mine has a rusty roof that is now letting water in at my house as we speak. I didn't carpet. Mine has the sport roof. I have the roof, I just got to get it welded on. Cadillac. Right, so I'm going to try to walk the street up here and then come back down the street, and that'll probably be, it's still a pretty good little walk there. Coming around the corner of the big rig. Peterbilt. That was the name. We had a guy in my shop, his last name was Kenworthy, and his nickname in the shop was Truck. We just called him Truck. OBS pickup. Yeah, I think we're just going to do a quick run through here. All the cars are drenched, and so am I. I said normally most years I would be well more dead. Cars keep rolling past. There you go. Here's one that's for sale. Let's do the for sale. 54 Chevy wagon. Any info? No info there. Oh man, he used Sharpie, but it's raining. Sharpie's been defeated by the rain. I'm gonna lose my sponsorship. They never got. Oh man. Sharpie is not invincible for sale signs, apparently. We've just learned. Just scientific study at the Chino Corn Feed Run. A lot going on with that photo ornament there. But it's very, definitely got some runoff coming through. It's a slight downhill. I'm sure the water, I live on a hill, it's sort of not a hill, but like a little bit of a hill. When it rains like this, we get a nice little river flowing through the gutter. In fact, we have the trash cans out, they're down the street. It's a patina C10 short bed. It's like it's like a long bed, they got shortened. There's a lot of those. Everybody wants the short bed variety. Eldorado convertible Cadillac. About a Maverick. Maverick before it became a truck. I always liked these. Like I said, I had two 1970s. If you look at the project car tab on the channel, I got videos on the two I had. I sold the first one and I bought the second one 8 days later. It was better than the first.
No. Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Nice 58 over here. With the spotlight. I had a 58 Bel Air 4-door sedan about 25 years ago. And the old lady I bought it from, like, had the bracket for that spotlight with the mirror. So, where's the spotlight? She's like, oh, I took it into a shop and they told me that spotlight wasn't illegal, so they took it off for me. I'm like, yeah, and I bet they didn't give it back either, did they? I said, yeah, it's a fairly, even then I was like, it was a fairly expensive part. You can find one. So I had the spotlight bracket for the mirrored spotlight, but not the spotlight. Very clean K5 square body. K5's got the barn doors. Oh, that was like a little. Doesn't have the removable hardtop. Yeah, I got the Falcon Ranchero, a very nice 50 Merc. No chop on this one. It's a stock one. Cruisers are coming back. Got a D200 Dodge. Wow, that's pretty cool. Venture trim package. A couple Mopar trucks. Yeah. The turnaround. New truck got in there, but okay. How you doing? Siren complaints in the comment section on the video. Turn around over here. Like he's leaving. This guy's turning around. There are a few cars that are actually leaving. Okay. It actually feels like it's tapering off again. I've said that before. I have to wait for Paul. Repair shop, they got an El Camino, they got a Mustang, they got a Beetle. I see a Carmen Ghia way back there. They got their own car show going on in this place. Nice Chevy wagon. Back here, I think they got a Westphalia too. Pop top. 63. Okay, I'm down at the end, so I'm gonna go all the way back to where I started. I know this video is already going to be over an hour and a half, so I'm happy about that. Something had to go right today. We had a lot of fun, though. I could joke about the rain. I had a Packard. I'll just avoid the music. We'll film some cars. And go edit the video, dry off. Never did get that umbrella out of the car. Oh my. Let's see if anybody else shot this one today. Tomorrow we got Canberra Speed Shop. Good Times block party. It's coming up tomorrow. A lot of it, probably some vans at that one and some customs. Will my Mustang be clean? I don't think so. I don't see that in the forecast. A nail head in this rib. Is this first Ruby Arrow we've had today? I think it is. It's all blur. There you go. Suburban again. Tell you what, I love my square body Suburban. They are quite useful. I mentioned I had to haul a painting down to Hollywood. A irreplaceable painting, and it did just the job without having to put it in a pickup truck bed. It's about a couple months ago. Now we're gonna get through here. I think the rain stopped. F60 Dad. From some music, we can do some more walk around. Let's see here. Yeah, it's very drop here and there rain right now. You can see it in the bed of the truck there. The damage has been done. I am soaked. I feel like I went on, remember Tidal Wave at Magic Mountain? Yeah, I feel like I went on that like 5 times. Maybe not that bad, but. So I remember I was in junior high. Remember junior high before they called it middle school? Yeah, I remember. They just opened Tidal Wave. And we had our grad night there, and everybody had to go on it like a bunch of times. So of course everybody went on it a bunch of times. It's an overnighter, so by the morning everyone's just completely soaked. We get on the bus to go back, and all the windows are fogged up because everyone's just drenched. Good times. Moral of the story is the 80s were fun. That is the moral of that story. I'll go through the music and or shoot. How you doing? We've still got cruising going on. Coronet, E-body, Mopar. Very nice. A 64. Oh man. Everybody's asking about the Smog bill. We're working on it. So we're going to get a big push to get the letters into the senators, hopefully after the appropriations. Like the Mike Frankovich channel, car shows, swap meets, Smog check advocacy. That's what the channel. I always said the channel was more like about saving classic cars than anything. I mean, I realize I do mostly car shows, but it's really what it has been with the junkyard videos I used to do. 61 convertible. I see a lot of 61s. Alright. Yeah, I think a lot of these guys have left. spaces on this side of the road for sure. Got a square bird that's been dropped, slammed on the ground. So I'm gonna jump up on the curb because I can't get in between there. Very careful with that one. The Cadillac, the Brome d'Elegance. I've heard the comments about the sirens. Door panel. Ding. They said that was owned by Sandra Bullock, that's what they told me at the other end. Either it was in her movie or something. Speed 2. The sun is trying to push through the clouds. Still a little bit of drizzle. Ford, you got the flathead. On the way. Okay, now we have 2 Rivieras for sure. Here's another one, a 66. A5 Blazer. The Patina is Ford. I still like Patina cars. I was driving Patina cars back before it was cool. Back when guys were taking patina cars and flat blacking them, I was leaving them the patina. I had a really nicely patinaed 59 Fairlane Tudor hardtop many years ago. Corvette. What is this? There's a ball of fire in the sky peeking through the clouds. Alright. A little late for that. It's okay. We can laugh about it, I suppose. Cool, maybe all this water will evaporate. Some of these guys are getting ready to go out cruising here. I think I was shooting cars I got earlier. Oops. That's okay. It's late in the video. Like, wait a minute, I got this stretch of cars earlier. Just did. Alright, it's finally sunny. Chino Corn Feed Run for 2025. I'm wet, I'm soaking wet, my hat's soaking wet, my hair's wet. I still did it to bring it all to you guys. What a fantastic show once again. Normally we don't get rain this weekend, but here we are. Tomorrow I'm off to Canberra Speed Shop for the open house, for the Good Times Block Party open house. So I'll bring you that video. We'll bring you hopefully some more news on Leno's Law upcoming. Check the tentative list, let you know I'm planning here in the near future. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, leave some comments and all that good stuff. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.